Hello guys, welcome to Pocket Notes. Today we will be discussing about mountains of India. So in this series of Mountain of India, this is the part 3 in which we will map mountain ranges of peninsular India. We have already covered the Himalayas and the Purvanchal ranges in part 1 and all the mountain ranges of central India in part 2. You can check out these videos by clicking on the I button on the top. Alright, now starting with the mountains of Peninsula India. So the first is Satmala range, which is located in Nasik district of Maharashtra. There is another range with the same name Satmala is also located in Telangana. Both are Satmala range. One is located in Maharashtra and another one is located in Telangana. Alright, coming to next, this is Ajanta range located in Aurangabad district of Maharashtra. Then the next one is Harishchandra range, which is also located in Maharashtra. Then the next one is Balaghat range, which is located in Maharashtra only, but the Balaghat district is located in Madhya Pradesh. These all ranges are come under the Western Ghats. Now moving forward, let's see the Western Ghats, which is also known as Sahyadris. The Western Ghats starts from Tapi Valley at 21° north latitude and runs parallel to western coastal line and ends at 11° north latitude in south. And this range covers almost 1600 kilometers from north to south. The Western Ghats abruptly rise as a wall to an average elevation of 1000 meters from western coastal plain, but they slope gently on their eastern side and hardly appears to be a mountain when viewed from a Deccan plateau. Now we will cover the Western Ghats in three sections. So the first section starts from Nasik and ends little north to Goa, and this section is named as north section of Sahyadris. The second section starts from Goa till the Nilgiri Hills and named as Middle Sahyadris. Now the final third section covers the area from the Nilgiri Hills up to the little north to Kanyakumari. Now let's discuss these sections in detail. The northern section of Sahyadri has an elevation of 1200 meters. It has Thal Ghat and Bhor Ghat passes which connects Konkan plain to Deccan plateau. I have already covered all the mountain passes of India in a separate video. If you want to know more about these passes, you may see that video. Now, coming again to the northern section of Sahyadris, here is a Mahabaleshwar hill station. The highest peak of this hill station is named as Wilson or Sunrise, and Mahabaleshwar is the source of Krishna river also. There are some other well-known hill stations located in this region are Lonavala and Khandala. Further, Kalasubai and Salher Peak are also located in this section. Now, moving to Middle Sahyadris, which has an elevation of 1200 meters. As we have already discussed, it runs from North Goa up to Nilgiri Hills. This area is almost covered with dense forest, and some peaks in this range are Vavalmala and Kudremukh. Now coming to the last part of Sahyadri, that is southern section of Sahyadri. So this is Cardamom Hills. From north to Cardamom, Palani Hills runs eastward. The range which is located south to Nilgiri Hills up to Cardamom Hills is named as Anaimalai Hills. So these are Anaimalai, Palani and Cardamom Hills, which is southern part of Western Ghat, are also named as southern section of Sahyadris. At the junction of Anaimalai, Cardamom and Palani Hills, so this is the junction point of these ranges where Anamudi Peak is located with an elevation of 2695 meters. So this is Anamudi Peak. This is not only the highest peak of Western Ghat but also the highest peak of Peninsula India. Now moving forward, this is the Nilgiri Hills, also known as Blue Mountains. It is located at the trijunction of Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and this is the highest peak of Nilgiri Hills named as Tuddabetta. This range is the junction of Western Ghat and Eastern Ghats. The famous hill station named Udgamandalam or Ooty and Kodaikanal is situated here. So this is all about the Western Ghats. Now let us also discuss the Eastern Ghats. So these are the ranges of Eastern Ghats extend between the Mahanadi in the north and Vaigai River in the south. Unlike the Western Ghats, these are discontinuous and low-lying mountains. The part of Eastern Ghat which lies in Odisha is also known as Malya Hills or Odisha Hills. So this is the portion of Malya Hills, and here the highest peak is Mahengiri Peak. The hill ranges between Malya and the Godavari basin is known as Madhugulu-Konda range. So this is Madhugulu-Konda range. It has some of the highest peak of Western Ghats like Jindagada Peak, Armakonda and Galikonda. In this portion, the Eastern Ghats are almost absent because of Godavari Krishna Delta. Now this is Nallamalla Hills and this is Velikonda Hills. South to these ranges, Palkonda and Seschalam range are located. Tirumala Hills comprises 7 peaks representing the 7 heads of Adi Sheshnag are the part of Seschalam range. A very famous Hindu temple named Tirupati Balaji is lies on the 7th peak of the Tirumala Hills. These are all the mountain range belong to Andhra Pradesh. The next is Javdi Hills, and south to Javdi Hills, Chevrai Hills are located. Both the hills belongs to Tamil Nadu. Okay, now these are all the mountain ranges of Peninsula India. Here, west to Nilgiri, Western Ghat located, and east to Nilgiris, Eastern Ghats are located. That is why Nilgiri are called as junction of Western and Eastern Ghats. So that's all for today's video. We will meet on my next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.